Okay, so this is my Reveal by Rubbermaid floor mop. And it's got a little built-in container there of liquid that you squirt on the floor and you mop it up. These are the pads that you buy for it, okay? And they're getting harder to find, and this particular device, they don't make it anymore. I can't find the same one anymore. But you know what? I said, wait a minute, you know, I want more pads because I have, you see, I've got the tile floors and everything, and I'm like, I need more pads, I need more pads. Well, I was at the Dollar Tree store and I found Shammys. So I bought the Shammys and I sewed the Velcro on. And now I have my own custom-made bottoms. So now I can do the squirt and mop, and I've got it made. I've got it made. You want to learn how to make these Shammys for your device here, for your floor mop device? Stay with me, I will show you how. Don't go away, I'll be right back. Okay, to start out with, you're going to need some chamois. And I got these chamois from the Dollar Tree store. So they were $1 each, and I'm going to need 2 of these because I'm going to have 3 layers I'm going to need. I found 3 layers are the best. This one here that I made the first time was 2 layers, and I felt that it just was, it could have used 1 more layer. And then you're going to use the soft side of the hook and loop tape. This would be the loop side. Okay, and if your tape isn't that wide, you can put 2 narrow pieces next to each other. Okay, and then, like I said, you're going to use 3 layers. So you're going to cut. You're going to cut to the size of your cleaning device, and you get 3 of them. Put 2 to the side, and you're going to take the first one and you're going to Velcro. Let me show you. You're going to sew Velcro on here, 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 and here. And when you sew it on, keep it 1/4 inch away from the edges. Okay? And that's what I'm going to do to the sewing machine next. Okay, I've got a stitch length on my machine at 3.5. I've got construction thread. I've got regular black construction thread in here. I'm using a walking foot. Going to use a walking foot on this machine. Okay, here's my 1 layer of chamois, and you can see that what I'm going to do is the longer strips are going to go in the middle area here, and my shorter ones are going to go here, and these will get sewn down. So what I'm going to do first, though, I'm going to do the middle ones, and I'm going to fold this in half. I'm going to fold this in half. I got glue all over my hands. I was making a wooden box earlier. Okay, so there's, you know, that's going to mark my center, so I can see that middle. There's where my center is going to be, and then my center, just eyeball. You can eyeball it. This isn't perfection sewing. But one thing I do want to tell you is when you sew, stay 1/4 inch away from the edge. Stay about a good 1/4 inch away from the edge. So start sewing a few stitches, and then go back, do a reverse, and then come on forward. I'm going to engage my pivot feature, so when my machine stops, when I stop sewing, it'll raise the foot. And when you put your foot back on the foot pedal, it lowers it. Otherwise, you can just use your needle. You can use your knee lifter if you have a knee lifter. But I tell you, if you get a machine, if you're going to buy a new machine, make sure you buy a new sewing machine that has a knee lifter, because there's nothing worse than having to come back here and constantly lift this up, where you can keep both hands on the fabric if you have a knee lifter. And then we're going to go down the center of that, fairly much in the center of that loop strip. And then back stitch. and cut the thread. And I'm going to do that on the rest of the 3 as well. Okay, now I'm working on the last one. So no one's ever going to see this stitching because it's going to be on the bottom of a mop sew. This is the mop, so to speak. So you don't have to worry about being a perfect sewer. But this will give you a good experience at practicing sewing. So when you go to do garment sewing, you'll have better perception of stitching and pivoting and all that stuff. But any sewing that you can do is great practice. And just always keep in mind that when you sew, the more you sew, the better you get. And what great things to sew is utilitarian things to prepare you for when you do perfection sewing, like on garments and everything. Okay, so then we're going to the back here, and there's the back, and here's the front. Now, let me show you the next step. Okay, the next step is you want to spray base the layers together. Here I started spray basing the 2 layers, and now we're going to put the 3rd layer on, spray based it. If you are an embroiderer, chances are you've got Sulky KK2000 temporary adhesive spray you can use. If you're a quilter, chances are you've got some kind of a quilt basting spray. So you're going to spray in between each layer and stick them all together, and then we'll take them back again over to the sewing machine and sew all 3 of these together. So now I'm going to increase my stitch length to 4.0. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to embroider, or I'm sorry, not embroider. I'm going to stitch around the edge, the whole edge of this this chamois, this new chamois mop. This is pretty thick now. This is going to be very, very absorbent. And that's what you want when you're mopping floors. You want absorbency. And something that's washable. That's the greatest thing about these. These chamois last forever. And you just wash them. And being that you're getting these so inexpensive from the Dollar Tree store, you can make several of these compared to the cost of buying actual fabric that was meant for the design specifically for the mop, the floor cleaner, whatever you call that device that I'm using. Okay, now I'm going to do a little quilting, so to speak. I'm going to come down the center, the whole center I'm going to come down. I take back stitches to lock it in place so the thread doesn't unravel. And then I'm going to come over here and do one here. Yeah, I found the 2 layers just weren't thick enough, and the 3 layers are perfect. 4 layers are just a waste. 4 layers are just a waste. And then I'll cut my threads. So this is the part that's going to stick onto the mop, and this is what's going to be on your floor. This part here is what's going to touch the floor. And you have these channels here, so the excess liquid will soak into this, and this will clean your floor really, really nice. And there it is, everybody. So then you can leave it as it is, or if you want, you can clean these edges up. I'm not going to bother cleaning the edges up. That's good enough. I got some great absorbency there. And then when it gets dirty, you just throw it in the wash machine. Take it out of the wash machine, and I would you know, lay it out flat and let it air dry. I wouldn't put it into the dryer, only because I think in the past a dryer with the heat could do something to melt these fibers, because these are probably nylon fibers. I would just let it air dry. That's what I would do. Make enough of these so you have enough to use. I'll probably make about 3 or 4 more of these, and I'll have enough, because my whole house is hardwood floor and vinyl, and it's I don't have any carpet, so I need as many of these as I can. That's where I got the idea when I saw the chamois. I said, you know what? That's this for. I've got the sewing machine, I got the Velcro, and I can do it. So there it is. All right, try it. See if you like it. Comment below this video here on YouTube, and let me know if you made it and how it works out for you. All right, take care, everybody, and I'll see you on my next video.